Okay. Hello again.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, it's very nice to see you.
You as well. Good to be here.
Okay, let's talk today very shortly about the conversation class, which is called ZoomChat, with the students from Russia. Yeah, what the class is going to look like.
So, our classes will be online only, obviously. And each class will have both teachers, Maria and myself. And usually during the class, we will have a sort of warm up, get everybody ready and comfortable, just so that it's strange to talk online sometimes. So get people a little bit more comfortable. And then usually we will present some kind of topic and we will explain things about the topic so that everyone is familiar. And then we will usually ask students to talk to us a bit about this topic or to respond to some questions so that they can get some speaking practice outside of just listening to both of us speak. Yeah.
Also, another thing is that the classes are gonna be very relaxed. It's just like, it's gonna be like normal conversation. So there's no grading. It's not very formal. If you need some more time to think about what you want to say, you can have that time, because we want all of the students who join us to be very relaxed and not like worried or feel like pressure to do something. So we just want it to be like a relaxed hour for everyone to just participate. And it's usually the things we discuss, it's not like there is a right and a wrong answer. It's more like, what is your opinion, or what do you like, what don't you like, these kind of questions.
Yeah.
What about correcting mistakes?
Usually, at least for me anyways, I'll let Maria answer on her own. I do kind of repeating. So if the student says it and it's in some way just incorrect or not the way that I would say it, then I do like a repeat where I say it the way I think it should be said. And then they can choose to use that in the moment or keep going. But usually we just let them get the experience and listen to us talk. And then if we see, or if I see that many people make the same mistake, we can then have a class about that. If everyone's making the same one, we should talk about it, and then everyone will benefit from learning from that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes,
okay.
I also I like if we hear something like, oh, maybe there's a mistake there, we just let them participate and finish explaining what they're saying. And then sometimes I also send them a chat, like here on the text thing on Zoom. So I just send them, oh, maybe you meant to say this. This is the right way to say it.
That's great. That's great. What other activities are going to be during the class except expressing opinions?
I have some topics chosen, like social gatherings and greetings, at least for the US. And they sometimes transfer over to other English-speaking countries. But like discussing like what is the normal thing to say or do at a social gathering. If the students are interested in coming to the US, I think that's really important because social gatherings happen a lot, especially for international students or international employees, because the group wants them to kind of assimilate and kind of get into the American culture. And so then, teaching students like, here's what you would do at a social gathering, or here's how you would politely decline a social gathering, or here's what to talk about or what not to talk about. So things like that as well, like not just opinions and topics, but also like maybe cultural kinds of things and maybe more useful, more practical things. We want to make sure they're able to use the language we give them, use the lessons that we give them, and then they feel like they didn't waste their time with us or something.
I think there's always, even when it's opinion, the topic of comparing and looking at different cultures and how it is here in the US or how it might be in Russia, how different it might be. We always talk about those differences. So that's going to be important too.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially with international relations.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What about some kind of vocabulary or grammar which could be pre-taught by you? Will they get some extra information before the class so that they feel comfortable during the conversation session?
Yeah.
There are some units that we have a set of useful vocabulary that we can send them beforehand and be like, okay, this is some vocabulary that you might be able to use next week. So they can look at that. We can give you the meaning of those words, but also how to use them in real sentences. And then they feel more able to participate during the class.
Yeah, and with some of our classes and some of our topics, it's things that we're familiar with teaching because maybe we taught that thing before. And so we have a lot of extra material. If the students feel like they want more help, that we would be able to send to them or share with them in some way so that they could get the extra help that they wanted, outside of class as well. Kind of a homework, but not required. Something that if you wanted the extra help, you could do.
I think one thing that we can do for sure that I love doing is just sending them PowerPoints, like presentations with like drawings of the word and how to use it and sample sentences. So it's like more like easier for them to like see them on their own and then use them next week, the following week that we have the Zoom chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's really good. Yeah. So we have to say welcome to our classes next week. Yeah. And I think that's a great project for us to improve, Russians to improve our English in the period of lockdown when we cannot travel. Yeah. And for you as well to learn about us. Yeah. So I will moderate explaining some kind of cultural misunderstandings or our mentality stuff.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you for chatting.
Thanks so much. We're so excited.
Yeah. See you. Looking forward to our classes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.